Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're coming at you with Alakazham, who is taking the one prize rogue deck scene by storm with its ability Psychic Draw. When you evolve from your hand to this Pokemon, you can draw 3 cards, which plays perfectly into its attack powerful hand for 1 Psychic. Place, and that's important wording, you're placing 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each card in your hand. So it's not direct damage, which means that weakness and resistance does not apply to it. So Lily's Clefairy is not going to boost your strength into Dragon decks, and you're still going to have to swing normally against things like Mega Wucario. But it does get around some mechanics, not too much. So it's honestly, I think it's to keep this card from being too crazy cracked. So just keep that in mind. You're not playing with weakness when you're playing this deck. But it's really, really good. It's still really strong. 2 damage counters for each card in your hand is crazy. That means you just need a 16 card hand to take out a Dragapult. Kadabra also has a similar ability, Psychic Draw. When you're evolving through your Kadabras, you're also drawing 2 cards. So you're kind of just loading up your hand as you're going through your evolution line. I've got a 2-2 split of Abra. I really like this one with the teleporter ability. It feels really good. You can get it out of your active super easily, or if you start to run out of cards at the end of the game, you can use teleporter to keep yourself from drawing out. And then this one's got a little bit more HP, but honestly, it doesn't have that strong ability. So we're just kind of playing with the split right now. I might end up going in one direction or the other, but for now, that's what I've got. The deck also runs a pretty interesting spread of supporters. Not a lot that you would see normally. Bill's Transfer is actually kind of huge. It is, look at the top 8 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of Pokemon you find there and put them into your hand, especially in the mid to late game when you've kind of burned through a lot of your supporter and item cards. You have a lot of Dunsparce and Dunsparce still in the deck, possibly a few of your Abra line as well. So Bill's Transfer can hit you like 3 or 4 Pokemon near the end of the game, which can be kind of insane, especially as a great way to continue to get into your Dunsparce. I wouldn't rip it too early on though. And then Tulip is a good recovery card. Put 4 in any combination of Psychic Pokemon and Psychic Energy back from your discard into your hand. So a bunch of your lines get knocked out. You can draw back into those important cards you need. It's also, I mean, that's an extra 80 damage if you can get all 4 of them into your hand, so not too bad. 4 of Lilies feels great. You can draw into 8 at the start or 6 throughout without needing to discard important resources. And then because we play the Enriching Energy as our ace spec, I like running the Hilda alongside of it. We got a stronger count of 3 so that you can grab an Enriching Energy. You can grab a Kadabra, an Alakazham, or a Dunsparce, and that's just an insane amount of cards that you're now going to draw into for that turn, which is adding consistency to the deck. But with this powerful hand ability, it's also adding damage to the deck. So it just feels really, really great. I've got 2 rare candy. I'm not sold on this. I do like it as a, just like we fell behind and we need to very quickly catch up sort of mechanic, but it can also be good into more aggressive decks where you really just want to get into an Alakazam and start drawing prize cards as soon as possible. So the 2 of feels okay. Doesn't come up in every single game, and it is eating 2 slots in the deck. So I could see some wiggle room of cutting those and just going for a slower build of just evolving 1 at a time through your Pokemon. Totally a reasonable call. The other card that I would recommend taking out of the deck is the Lieutenant Surge's Bargain. Ask your opponent if each player may take a prize card. If yes, each player takes a prize card. If no, you draw 4 cards. And the only reason I got this in here is because I think it's a very funny card, and this is really the only deck you could ever justify putting it in, and even then, it's not that strong. It just places too much of the power into your opponent's hand, and a good player is always going to pick the option that benefits them the most. So you're never really going to get the full power out of this card if you're playing against a good opponent. For me, it's kind of just in there for the memes. If I wanted to try to make this deck more competitive, let's say I was taking it to a cup or a challenge, I would definitely take that out. So that's another slot to play with where you could add an extra tulip or an extra Bill's transfer. I think either one of those would be a pretty strong option. And then we've also got our 2 support guys to help protect our bench. We've got the Shaman and the Psyduck. The Psyduck especially is insanely important into Dragapult or Dragapult Dust Noir decks because that's going to be one of our tougher matchups. Any deck that's able to take multiple prizes in a single turn or knock out multiple Pokemon in a single turn is really where we are going to struggle the most. So being able to stop the Dust Noir with the Psyduck is very, very important. Now, they are still going to be able to Howlucha and then Phantom Dive it, but that's why I also like running the 2 of Night Stretcher, especially if you're playing against Dragapult Dust Noir. Save these Night Stretcher strictly for the Psyduck if you can, because they're going to Howlucha, they're going to Phantom Dive to it, but then you can just, that ends their turn. They're not able to use the Dust Noir abilities after that, so then you just Night Stretcher, you get the guy right back on your deck, and you're still locking them out of Dust Noir the following turn. So the Night Stretcher is really, really important. If you don't want to run Night Stretcher, say you cut both of these for like an extra tulip, then I would recommend also adding in an extra Psyduck as well, so that at least you can have 2 of, so you can go back to back by using like Artisan or Nest Ball or Buddy Buddy Poffin, that sort of thing. But very, very important to keep the Psyduck in play. Even going up to 2 in case of prizing is not a bad shout. Play the 1 of Turo to keep things from getting like cornered or Maractused or Yveltold or whatever the kids are doing these days. So I think still important to have that card around just in case as a tech for those types of decks. But other than that, super simple. It's been actually pretty fun to play on the ladder. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. Leave a bunch of comments down below. I love chatting with you guys down in the comments. But that's enough yapping. My name's Jared. I'll be your gameplay nurse today. Alrighty. Looks like we're up against a Mega Lucario. Looking pretty good. Bummed out a bit because I would like to get Artisan in play, but they didn't get a Lunatone. I don't want to give them a Lunatone. I also want more than 1 Abra in case they get a Gust. But they don't have energy. I think we'll be okay. I think we can be a bit greedy here because they don't have an energy, because blah, 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 blah. I think we're okay being greedy. And let's just let's just throw them all down. Why not? And we'll call it good there. See what they can do with now that they're able to use a supporter. So one thing to note is it might at first glance look like this is a free matchup because Lucario is weak to... They top deck a Fighting Gun. Lucario is weak to Psychic, but because of the way the Alakazam card works, you're placing damage counters, you're not doing direct damage, so it doesn't take weakness into effect. So you still need 17 cards in hand to one-shot a Mega Lucario. You're not getting to be able to take advantage of the weakness, unfortunately. That's a lot of gongs. I should have just played the Artisan. Is that Gravity Mountain? What does Alakazam have? Like 140? I mean, it could technically cause issues. Let's see. That's not the right deck. Okay. What do they got going on now? Ooh, they got the full squad. All right, and they're going to be swinging at us with Soul Rock, of course. Not too bad for them. Okie dokie. Let's see. Well, now we can put the Artisan in play. That's not going to set us behind too much anyways. Got the Psyduck, not going to really need them. Go ahead and done. Draw some cards first. We draw into an Abra, we might want to just place down a Dunsparce instead. Chain a couple runaways here. Nothing great yet. Not going to need the Shaman in this one either. There we go. Okay, I think we'll get some Abra down. Don't need you guys. An energy here. Artisan here. Didn't get any of our, like, LDs or lilies or anything like that. It's a bit unfortunate. We do have our enriching energy. We just have to see it next. We could Night Stretcher for a Dunsparce. I don't love that. They used one balloon already, so let's just see if we can't slow them down a little bit. And I guess I should have put the energy here to use Find a Friend, but we'll be okay. Yeah, looks good. See what they got after that. Hand is a touch dead. Find a Friend would have come in clutch there. Could have gotten a Dunsparce, but the kind of things you only see once you've been playing with some decks for a little bit, and to be honest, I haven't put a ton of time in with this one. Oh, they're gonna Heave-Ho. Get our Kadabra, probably, if they have a way to retreat this one. Or Abra? Or are they trying to slow us down now? And the Turo, oh, that's actually kind of nice. Okay. Good for them. I mean, if I was them, I would try to keep a one prize board as long as possible here, which I'm sure is what they're going to go for as well. Ugh. I don't like the state of my hand, I'll be honest. You got to draw something good here. Okay, maybe. Just maybe. Not too bad. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we'll just see first. Okay, got the Hildy. I think we can greed a little bit here. I think, how many Alakazam do we have? Wait, what? There's just one? There's only one in the deck? No way, did I really prize that many? Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Hold on. That's wild. Okay. Okay. Everything's in the prizes. Okay. Interesting. That's fine. That's less fine. Okay, we'll get it here. It's okay, we'll get it here. Okay, we got it there. It was a little bit brutal. Alright. Did not get an Abra, but that's okay. We got our Artisan, we got a Night Stretcher. I think Wucario decks typically run at least one Iono, right? Okay, we really need to hit. Gotta hit one of our evolution Pokemon off this. Not that one, though. I should have been more specific. One of our psychic evolution Pokemon. One of our Alakazams, actually. Otherwise, we could be in some kind of way here. We do got the rare candies. But we're gonna need our other Night Stretcher or Iris or something. The Mega's here. I'm surprised they evolved actually, but I guess they need some kind of an attacker this turn. It might be in our favor though, if we can just get into another alakazam here. But that's a big if. I'm wondering, might only be running a 3 count. I think I want to go up to a 4 count of alakazam. Try playing around with that. Got the nest ball. They read the Fez? Soul Rocks back. Okay. Right. Did the cycle. Man, that's just such a strong ability. I love Lunar Cycle. I'm glad it's in the game now. Fighting cards needed a buff, and I think that's a pretty solid one for them to get. It's not like crazy overpowered, but it definitely helps them out quite a long ways. I don't think I used the bargain here because, although, I don't know, we could risk it. If they give us the prize cards, we might get into... Oh, the weakness. That's right. And no gravity. Okay, this is actually huge for us. All right, so yikes. Yeah, we're doing okay now. Happy to see that. Okay. Yeah, now I don't even have to dig for that guy. This is awesome. Okay, psychic draw. I don't even think I'm gonna really use my Dunsparces. Dun. I don't need to draw any more cards, so I might as well just hold them onto the bench in case we get Iono'd. Oh my goodness. It's so good. Okay. Yeah. I'm just wondering if I want to... I think I will place the enriching down too. Okay, do we even play a supporter here? I mean, I could play the bargain. They go down to 3, I would go down to 1. I mean... Watch this deck us out, though. Might as well, it's in the deck. If they do have an Ion... Yeah, okay, draw 4. What are we hitting for here? 500. 25 card hand, let's go. Please see an Alakazam. Okay, thank you. Okay, and Iono's going to be devastating, but we've still got the Dunsparce. We got Artisan to shuffle the deck. We're not doing super terribly here. Premium power. Why? Because they are going to rip Iono? Is that why? Lilies. Okay. So we just win then, because we have Gust and we're going to keep our hand. Coolio. Wish I had another Lieutenant Surge. We're going to need more. They had an Iono? Oh no, that was off the lilies. I'm trolling. My fault. I was like, what? That's crazy. You'd rip that every time. That's a bummer though. If they had seen that Iono, this could have been a closer match, but no, not so much. I mean, they're basically just praying that I don't have Alakazam Psychic Boss, but the amount of cards in my hand, I mean, come on. Of course we do. Show him the boss first. Yeah, I'll take some more cards, sure. See how high we can get. Good game, friend. 580. Almost hit 600. Not too bad, though. And that's without weakness. Good game, good game. Alrighty, here we go. The Hildy. I think I will. Artisan here. I've been choosing blind first with this deck. I don't know exactly how correct that is, but I like being able to get through my evolutions a bit faster. So it feels okay for now, and we're not like trying to get a turn, like an attack off on our first turn. You could argue Fan Rotom, but the likelihood you're going to have all those pieces, especially getting the Fan Rotom into the active, isn't like super crazy. So we've just been going blind first and just kind of rolling with that. If it ever changes, of course, we can adapt, but I think I'm okay with it for now. I'm just going to load up the bench. Didn't have another way to get into... Would have loved a second Abra at the very least. But if they use a Gust to knock out an Abra, I think we'll be okay. We do have the double candy, which I do like in this deck. I know you're trying to kind of draw through the Kadabra into the Alakazam to really beef up your hand size, but there's some matchups where you really just want to get swinging kind of as soon as possible. So it feels pretty good to be able to do that. I have a feeling this was Pult. I don't remember seeing if our Psyduck was prized or not, so that could be interesting. But we'll find out. Luckily, the Itchy Pollen is really not going to slow us down too much. A lot of our draw is through Pokemon and through supporters. So we're really not going to be too upset here about all this. I think I'll even grab... Ooh, do I Hilda for a Dunsparce, though, or a Kadabra? So maybe we'll run away first, and then we'll judge after that. A lot of lilies. Oh, if I go... Okay, so if I get a Dunsparce and just like a Psychic Energy, then I could knock their Badoo, which is like kind of funny. Oh, we prized our Enriching anyways. Okay. Do we have the Psyduck? We do. But we'll wait until they actually bench a... Duskull first. I'm just going to grab a Abra here because I know like for sure that's what I want almost no matter what. Let's get that card out of here. There we go. Okay. We got him. Evolve here before we attach our energy. So we'll just want that to be the kind of the last thing that we do. Got the Alakazam. Very nice. We can bench this. No worries. And we'll just draw a prize card here. And then maybe next turn we can boss up a Dracloak or something. There he is. Okay. Not too bad, although we need our Psychic. Okay, here's probably the Duskulls. Yeah, so now we can... Yeah, we'll just take another knockout on Badoo, I guess. Although bossing up a Dracloak would be ideal. But we'll see. We'll see if we get Iono'd here. We do get Iono'd. We have 3 lilies in our hand, which is unfortunate. Candy? Oh, maybe they're just hoping for it. If they whiff Candy, that is a juicy boss target. Again, we have to get a boss first. There it is. That's going to be a little bit more annoying. Okay. Probably take out the Abra, I guess, right? Am I tweaking, or did they used to show you how many cards you have in hand? Or is that just on like mobile only? I don't want to have to count all these. Okay. That's not super helpful. Draw first. Okay, that's nice. Got the Abra at least. Great ball. We can get the Psyduck through Artisan. Draw some more. Oh no, I needed to attach return. Shoot. Oh, I blew it. I forgore. I forgore. That is just way unfortunate. Okay. How do we fix this? Can't even hit him with the fan rotom. I think we're just gonna have to counter catcher the Dracloak now, as much as that stinks. Artisan for Psyduck. Brutal. What a misplay. Another Abra's not too bad. Then we benched both of those this turn. I'd be willing. They'd probably want to make that bargain. I would be willing to bet. Let's see. What do I have in here? Just one Abra and one energy is not great. We're already misplaying. Let's just keep that misplay train going. Got the Zam. Hey, big Zam. Just lick our wounds here. Yeah, definitely should have patched the Psychic to active there instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is 320. But that's with the enriching energy. So we might have been a little bit short. That's okay. See if we can... they do got the Iono. Okay. That's a bummer. And we got some stuff, though. Would have loved to have seen a rare candy. Okay. Successfully stalled for a turn. I don't know. I'm just going to attach that now before I goof it up again. Yeah, let's run away first. Okay, got the Kadabra. Do I shuffle? What did I lose? Bunch of lilies. Jeez, all 4 lilies. Alakazam, 2 Alakazams, Night Stretchers, Boss. Yeah, let's shuffle first. Grab another Dunsparce. Okay. And here again, nothing crazy. Let's Hildy. Grab a Kadabra and an Enriching. Beef these guys up a little bit. Okay, not too bad. Double Night Stretcher. Okay. Them whiffing that turn was pretty huge for us. We may or may not be back in this. Gonna depend on a couple things. Let's see, so what do they really need to take 2 prizes here. But they just bench locked themselves out of Hawlucha. That's good for us. We got the Night Stretcher. Although we might not need it. Look at the boss. They're just gonna smack attack the Psyduck. Okay, so we have the Night Stretcher for the Psyduck. Providing we don't get Ionoed. This is actually kind of huge. We're gonna Itchy the Psyduck. Okay. I was about to say it's huge because means we could have enriched energied, but now we kind of need to attach not enriching energy to Psyduck. Not get a Psychic yet, though. Let's see. I just got 1 in the discard, 1 in play. There's 3 more somewhere. We do have the Hilda, and we just drew into the Psychic, so that's good. Okay. Shoot. I swear it used to show how many cards were in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna have to attach. Oh, but I don't have a. I don't have a boss. Hitting Badoo is not great. I don't have a way to get into anything else. I could greed and dump enriching energy here, but I think I'd really rather not. I guess we'll just take. What do you do? No, it doesn't matter. You don't have an energy. Super Cybolt for 30. Yeah, we'll be fine. We got backup attackers, not a huge deal. I think we'll just Artisan for another Dunsparce, and then we can Hildy for a Dunsparce to get that draw in play in case we do get Ionoed here. Or we could read it and Bill's transfer. Let's see, we got 20 cards. A lot of them are Dunsparces. Yeah, let's go. Bill. He made it. He did it for us. Okay. Oh, they're all here now. Okay, so we're just going to load these up, and we're going to hang on to them for the inevitable Iono. Then we'll Power Hand. Hope that we can survive the 2-card hand that's coming. We have 2 Lilies still in the deck. That's kind of huge. They got 10 damage onto our Psyduck, so they're definitely taking 2 prizes this turn. But that thing is, I mean, honestly, it's slowing him down enough. Like, if they had been able to just freely pop Dusclops and Dusknoir this entire time, we would have lost already. So Psyduck is putting in work. Dude showed up. You can't say that he didn't. That's a GG. We got him, baby. They must have whiffed the Iono. Good game, good game. Despite the misplay, we recovered all right. I don't know. The Alakazam deck, I think it's going to take some proving for sure. But it's not feeling too bad, honestly, for a 1 prize option. I like it better than Conkeldurr, I'll tell you that. But we'll see. Really interesting. Very curious to see like the next couple majors, how Alakazam shakes out there. We'll keep an eye on it. But that's it for today. Thanks for being here, everyone. If you're not subscribed and you like the content that you saw, you stuck around till the end. So, I mean, must have been doing something for you. Might as well drop a subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I love answering questions and just chatting with you guys down there. And we'll catch y'all in the next one.